Children, do you hear me? Am I audible? I don't hear you. Am I audible, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now I do hear you. So, Mustafa, how was your exam? Mustafa, I don't hear you only. Are you speaking anything?
It went all right.
Okay, yeah. I do hear you. It was all right. Okay. So, fine. So now, Mustafa, when you were absent, we have started with this lesson, algebraic expressions and identities. So I'll do one thing. I'll just quickly give you a review of whatever we have studied till now, and then the remaining lectures. Did you watch the recording of the previous lectures?
No, ma'am, I couldn't because my exams were going on. There was no gap day as well.
Okay, no problem. That's okay. But I'll give you a review of everything that we studied till now, and then we can move ahead with the exercise. So Duha, you can also focus on the class now. So children, algebraic expressions and identities. Algebraic expressions are like the expressions basically which involve numbers as well as letters. Now the numbers can be in the form of coefficients or constants, and the letters are basically the variables. For example, I have this term. I have x plus 3, 2y minus 5. So what are these? These are algebraic expressions. What is x over here? It's a variable. What is 2? What is 3? That's a constant. Now, in 2y minus 5, I have two terms again. 2y is the variable and minus 5 is the constant, right? Now, 2y. Now, in this 2y, you would say, ma'am, it has 2 also, and 2 is a constant number. But children, whenever we have a number attached to the variable, that's called a variable term. And that number will be called the coefficient of that variable. So over here, what is 2? 2 is the coefficient of the variable, right? So they can ask you such questions like, tell us the coefficients of such and such variable. So what is the coefficient of x square now in this one? 3x square. What is the coefficient of x square?
3.
3, exactly. So see, these are some basic terms that you must know. Then we came to this thing, addition of these algebraic expressions. So remember this thing, whenever you are adding or subtracting, you will always make a column out of it. Okay, and from those columns, you have to arrange the terms in such a manner that like terms are always in one row, right? So what do you do? Like 7xy plus 5yz minus 3z. This is the first expression. Now the second expression you have to write in such a manner, like you look for 4yz. So 4yz should be written below 5yz, right? You will write 4yz below 5yz, right? Because they are like terms. So since you are able to add and subtract only like terms, so you will make a column and arrange like terms together. Now next term over here is 9zx. So 9zx you will write below minus 3zx. Then you have minus 4y. Now you would see that in the previous expression, there is no such term which has y in it. So what you will do, you will make a separate column for it, right? So this is what we do. Then you can practice one question from here. So let's practice fourth question. Okay. So in the fourth question, what do we have? The first variable is, the first expression is what?
L square plus m square.
Yeah. Then you have, next one is?
M square plus n square.
Where will you write m square plus n square? M square will be written below m square only, and for n square you will have to make a new column, right? Then you have n square plus n square, l square. So n square you will write below n square, for l square you make a new column. Then for all of these terms you will make a new column. So try to solve this fourth question. Try to solve it. Tell me, are you able to do or not? Then we'll have a discussion. Quickly solve it, children. Yeah, children, solve it and just give me a minute. I'll plug in my device. Okay, it's on back. Yeah, children, have you completed? Did anybody of you complete?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so let's have a discussion. And Mustafa? And Mustafa?
Ma'am, I wrote in the column.
Okay, please solve it quickly, then we'll have a discussion, okay? Duha, by the time you can quickly review your answer, okay?
Okay.
Done, ma'am.
Okay, let's discuss. So, first you will write L square plus M square. Then we have M square plus N square. So that you will write like plus M square plus N square. Then N square plus L square, you write N square and plus L square, right? Now what do we have? You have plus 2LM plus 2MN plus 2NL. So you can write it down for another column in another. Plus 2LM plus 2MN plus 2NN. Now children, wherever you have blank spaces, you add zeros to that. Like you add 0, 0, add a 0. Add zeros wherever you will have blank spaces. Okay? Yeah, now just add it. 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus. Here you will get the same numbers only. Here what you will get?
2n square.
Plus 2n square. Here what you will get?
2m square.
And next
2l square.
2l square. Right? So this is how we can solve. Next comes subtraction. So for subtraction, let's practice this question. So whenever we are practicing subtraction, children, remember one thing. The expression after from is written first, right? Like if I say subtract 5 from 3, then what does it mean? It means 3 minus 5, right? That gives you minus 2. Never make this mistake of writing the first expression before. Let's always read the question carefully. So we have this question 4p square cube. 4p square cube minus 3pq plus 5pq square minus 8p plus 7q and minus 10. And you have to subtract it from 18 minus 3p minus 11q plus 5pq minus 2pq square and then plus 5p square. Okay, this was our question. Now let's solve it here. So first of all, you will consider this expression and you'll write. So I can copy this expression now. And then I will take this expression. And I'll write it. No, this we can't write directly. So you'll take 4p square q. So where will you write 4p square q now?
Under 5 p square cube.
Under 5p square.
Right, plus 4p square q. Next it is minus 3pq. So where should I write minus 3pq?
Under 5 p cube.
minus 3pq. Then where will you write 5pq square?
Under 2pq square.
Plus 5pq square. Next, where will you write minus 8p?
Under minus 3p.
Then plus 7q.
Under minus 11q.
Then minus 10.
18. Right.
Now you will start solving. So children, remember one thing. Whenever we have subtraction, so we have to change the sign of the lower expression. Whatever sign is there on any of the term, you will write the opposite sign. Like here there is a minus sign, so you write a plus sign. Here there is a negative sign, you write a plus sign. Here there is a positive sign, you write a negative sign. Positive sign, negative and negative. However, I changed it. I have just reversed the signs of the lower expression. And now, according to this new expression, you are going to solve your answer. So, plus 5p square q and minus 4p square q. What does it become? What does it become?
Plus p square q.
Yeah, plus p square q. Then what does minus 2pq square and minus 5pq square become?
Minus 7pq square.
Minus 7pq square. And now, what does 5 plus 5pq and plus 3pq become?
Plus 2pq.
No, it becomes 8pq.
8pq square.
Right, Tuha? It becomes plus.
Yeah,
Plus
I
5 and
got
plus 3 is
confused.
plus 8. What does minus 11q and minus 7q become? See, minus
Which one?
11 and minus 7. What does it become?
Oh, minus 18pq
Minus 18.
and
Minus
18q.
18. Yes. Good, Mustafa. Minus 18q. Then what does minus 3p and plus 8p become? Children, tell me the answer. Minus 3p and 16p plus 5p.
Plus 5p.
And this becomes plus 28. Right? So this is your final answer. Now, children, see, subtraction can be a little confusing because it just have one step extra. And children often forget to add this step to their solution. But remember this thing that whenever you are subtracting, there are two important things that you need to keep in your mind. First of all, the expression after from is written first. And secondly, you have to change the signs of the lower expression. Then, multiplication of algebraic expressions. Now, how are we supposed to multiply the expression? See, so the first one is multiplying a monomial with a monomial. So now, who will tell me, do you know the meaning of a monomial?
An expression which has only one variable.
Only one variable. So if I say 3x plus 4y plus 4x square, this has only one variable. Is it a monomial? Is it a monomial? Tell me, children, is it a monomial or not? See, what is the meaning of monomial? Now, what happens in the algebraic expressions? They can be divided as 4 categories, or you can remember as 3 categories for now. Monomials, binomials, trinomials. So listen very carefully. The algebraic expressions having only one term, that means just one term. Over here you have how many terms? There are how many terms?
2 terms.
Yeah, there are a total of 2 terms. So this is a binomial. So a binomial will have 2 terms. If I write the expression 5xy, it has 2 variables. See, Mustafa, it has 2 variables, but it is just a one term. So we do not define it according to the variables, but we define it according to the number of terms, right? So this is a monomial. So monomial will have only one term. What about a trinomial? We have 3 terms. So any algebraic expression having one term is a monomial, two terms is a binomial, three terms is a trinomial, and more than three terms is a polynomial. Okay, like it is having 4 terms, 5 terms, 6 terms. That's a polynomial. I hope you'll understand this.
Yes.
Polynomials. Right. So now what is the rule for multiplying? Now one by one we are going to study multiplication of all of them. When we study multiplication, see now remember one thing. Even trinomial you can call as a polynomial. But I gave you this example to just let you know that what is that, like as we keep on increasing the terms, the name changes. Polynomial is the term for an expression having more than 2 terms. 3 terms is a polynomial, 4 terms is a polynomial, 5 terms is also a polynomial, right? So even trinomials, they are called as polynomials. Now, monomial, if I talk about, let's suppose this example. You have 5x multiplied with 4x squared. So children, let's suppose this is the question. 5x multiplied with 4x squared. Are these both monomials? Yes. Now, how do we multiply monomial with monomial? Remember one thing there, I will study 2 methods. So method 1. Both the methods are there in the textbook, so both of them you can use. We can separate all the terms first. Like how is 5x formed? 5x is formed by multiplying 5 into x. So I'll write it as 5 into x. And now how is 4x square formed? How do you form 4x square?
4 into
4 into
x.
x into x.
4 into
4 into
x into x. Now you rearrange them and you write the numbers together and the letters together. So it becomes 5 into 4 into x into x into x. So your answer becomes 20 into, now what is x into x into x?
X
x
cube.
cube.
X cube. So your answer becomes 20x. Right? So it becomes 20x cube. So this is one of the method. This the, like if your question comes in 2 mark or like even 1 mark and it's like a solving question. It's not an MCQ. So remember to do it in this manner. If the question comes in fill in the blanks or MCQ. So how will you do? You can even directly do it. Just take this number and you multiply it with this number. You multiply the coefficients together. So what does 5 into 4 give you? That gives you 20. And what does x into x square give you? That gives you x cube. So you can do it directly also. But if your question is in MCQ format or in fill in the blank format, then you will do it directly. If it is in a like solving format, even for 1 mark or 2 mark, if they are giving you that solve 5x into 4x square, you'll follow this method. Right? Okay, so the next question is this one, so easy only. Multiplying 3 or more monomials. Now, how can you multiply 3 or more monomials? Either you can open up all of them, you can solve them one by one, or you can see again. You can like first multiply 2x with 5y. What answer do you get? You get 10xy. Then you multiply it with 7z, and on multiplying you get 7xyz. Right? Right, children?
Yes.
Mustafa, your camera is off. Okay. So children, now if I give you questions, can you solve? We have this question. See, you can do this one. Obtain the volume of the rectangular boxes with length, breadth, and height respectively. So, like 5a is the length, 3a square is the breadth, and 7a to the power 4 is the breadth. So, who will tell me what is the formula for volume of rectangle?
Length into breadth into height.
Length into breadth into height. So, you will first write down the volume of the rectangle is length into breadth into height. Then you mention length is 5a. Look here, first question I'll solve for you. First, you will write down length is 5a, breadth is 3a square, and height is 7a to the power 4. Okay, then you'll write down volume is equals to length into breadth into height. You have to write that formula also. Then you multiply and then you will write your answer. So children, I want you to practice it with proper steps. Do not miss the steps. So start practicing this question. You can do first and third part quickly do. Do the fourth one also. Okay. Children, have you completed?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am.
Done? Okay. So let's have a discussion now. Who will tell me the first one?
Ma'am, can I say?
Yeah, sure. Tell us the first one.
Ma'am, for the first one, it's 105 a to the power 7.
And what does Mustafa get?
Yes, ma'am. 132%.
Good. So first answer is correct. Second one, this one actually.
Ma'am, can I
What's the third one?
4x to the power 4, y to the power 4.
To the power 4, y to the power 4. Okay, correct. And fourth one?
6 ABC.
6 ABC, right? So that's how we solve this. Next, now children, in this entire exercise, you just have to multiply, right? This table also we can have a discussion. You see, children, in this table, what do we have? Like you have to multiply all of these monomials together. Like 2x, first you multiply with 2x, so you get 2x squared. Then 2x only you multiply with minus 5y. What do you get? What do you get?
Minus 10xy.
Yeah, then 2x you multiply with 3x squared,
6x cube.
6x cubed. Then with minus 4xy.
Minus 8x square y.
Yeah. So do you understand how we have to solve this? First you take this term, you multiply it with all of these monomials. Then you take this term, you multiply with all of these monomials. Then you take this term, you multiply, then you take this. So one by one you have to complete this table like this. So will you be able to do it if I give you as assignment question?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, that's why I explained you also. Next now we can come to the next question, which is multiplying a monomial with a binomial. So let's practice these questions now. Now children, you see you have a monomial and then a binomial written. Right, so how are we supposed to multiply such terms? So there's a rule for it. First of all, you take the monomial, you multiply it with the first term of the binomial. Then again you take the same monomial and you multiply it with the other term. Right? So what does it become? 2x into 3x is 6x squared plus 2x into 5xy is 10x squared. So this is your answer. Right? Now, let's discuss this one also. What you'll do again, you take this term, you multiply it with 2ab. Again, you take the same term, you multiply it with minus 5c. Then just take care of the signs very carefully. Next, a square into 2ab becomes 2a cube b. And plus a square into minus 5c become minus 5a square. Right? So this is your solution. Next is multiplying a monomial with a trinomial. So now you know you're going to follow the same kind of steps. Even for trinomials, you take the monomial, multiply the first term, second term, third term, you perform whatever operations are there. Then they can also ask you these type of questions, like simplify the expression and evaluate the method, the directive. So over here, what do you have? First, you have to multiply this. You simplify this number, this expression, and then you put the value for x, and then you get your answer. So let's solve it. You have x into x minus 3 plus 2. Okay. So how are we supposed to solve it? First, you multiply this. So x into x plus x into minus 3 and plus 2 will remain as it is. So this becomes x square minus 3x and plus 2. What is the value of x? X was equal to 1. So now substitute the value. Substitute value of x in the equation. What do we get? 1 square minus 3 into 1 plus 2. So 1 minus 3 plus 2. So your answer is 0. 1 minus 3 is minus 2 and minus 2 plus 2 is 0. So that's how we can solve it. Next, similarly, you can do this question also. So children, do not directly put up the value. You can directly put up the value and then also you can get the answer. But over here, the demand of the question says first you have to simplify it, form a simplified expression, and then you put the value. So your teacher might deduct your marks if you're directly putting the values. Then, okay, you can have these questions like they are giving you these expressions. You first have to multiply them, and whatever answers you're getting, then you have to add them. So like over here, what are you going to do? You first solve 4y into 3y square plus 5y minus 7. You first solve it. So what do you get? You tell me the answer for this.
Ma'am, we have to add this.
First, did you get the simplified form of the first expression?
Yes, ma'am. I'm simplifying.
First solve this, children, and tell me. And then you solve this and tell me, and then you solve together the addition part.
Mom, the first expression is 12y cube plus 20y square plus minus 28y. That's minus 28y.
Yeah. And what is the second expression now, Mustafa? Tell us.
2y cube minus 8y cube.
8y square.
Yeah, 8y square plus 10.
Right. So now how can you solve? Now you first write it down. 12y cube. Then you write the second expression. 2y cube minus 8y square and plus 10. Now plus 10 you make a separate column. Plus 0, plus 0. So what does your answer become now? Your answer become plus 10 minus 28y plus 12y square and plus 14y. Right? This is your answer. Now we can solve this also. Subtract 3pq into p minus 2 from 2pq p plus 2. So again, children, what are you going to do? You first simplify this expression, then you simplify this expression, and then you solve it. So can you do these type of questions now? Shall I come to the exercise? So again, they can give you, now in this lesson, this table type of questions is very common. They often give you an exam like 3 marker or 4 marker. So these type of questions are very scoring also and easy also. We'll do this now. Find the product. Now this seems to be a much complex question. So you can do question number 3, 2, and 4. Right? Quickly do it and tell me the answer. Children done? Shall we have a discussion now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let's wait for Mustafa.
Done, ma'am.
Okay, let's start the discussion. So first question is 2 by 3 xy into minus 9 by 10 x square y. So, Yaduha, you can tell us the answer for this.
Ma'am, the answer is minus 3 by 5 x cube into y cube. X
Very,
cube y cube.
yeah, correct. See, we can directly even cancel 2 into 1 time, 2 into 5 time. I mean, 3 into 1 time and 3 into 3 times. So it becomes minus 3 by 5 x cube y cube. Correct. Next, Mustafa, tell us.
The answer is minus 4 b to the power 4 q to the power 4.
Yeah, that's correct. Because 3 into 2 times and again 5 into 2 times. So we get minus 2 p to the power 4 q to the power 4. Next, what we'll do over here? Duha, tell us.
Ma'am, the answer is x to the power 10.
X to the power 10. Whenever we have the variables with different powers, so we are going to add the powers. Okay, same variable, different powers, we add the powers. Next, you can solve this B part. Okay, solve this question. What you have to do over here is you first have to simplify the expression, and after simplification, you have to find the values one by one when a is 0, when a is 1, and when a is minus 1. Okay, so you have 3 parts for this question. So quickly do it.
Done, ma'am.
Okay, and Duha?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Let's have a discussion now. First of all, what is a simplified expression?
E to the power 6 plus 5.
1 second, children. Okay, so the simplified expression is how much?
E to the power 6 plus 5.
A to the power 6 plus 5. And what is Mustafa's answer?
A to the power 3 plus a to the power 2 plus 1 a plus 5.
Yeah, see, look, Duha, what you will get? First of all, you have a multiplied with a square plus a plus 1 and then plus 5. So first you take this a and you multiply with a square, you get a cube. Plus you take a, you multiply with a, you get a square. Plus you take a, you multiply with 1, you get a. And then plus 5 remains as it is. Now what you've done here, Duha, is that you've added all of the powers together, right? But you're not supposed to do that. The thing that you did in this question, you're following the same rule. But Duha, the property is when the numbers are being multiplied. Okay, here the numbers are being added. Right? You cannot add unlike terms. These are unlike terms now. You can only multiply them. Right? So this will be a simplified expression. And now we have to find the value for a is 0. So when a is 0, so what you'll get 0 cube plus 0 square plus 0 plus 5. So ultimately you get your answer as 0 only. Second, when a is 1, so you get 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 5. So you get 8. Third, when a is minus 1. So what is the cube of minus 1? Cube of minus 1 is how much?
Uh,
Minus 1.
Minus 1, yeah. See, minus 1 into minus 1 into minus 1 gives you minus 1 only. Whenever we have the power as a odd number and we have the base as a negative number, so your answer is always a negative number. For example, even if it was minus 2 cube, then also whatever your answer is, that will have a negative sign. Even if it is minus 2 to the power 5, whatever your answer is, it will have a minus sign. But if the power is a even number, so your answer is a positive number, right? So remember this rule that whenever power is even, you get positive answer. Whenever power is odd, you get negative answer. Then what is minus 1 square?
1.
1. What is, then here you will just write minus 1 only and then plus 5. So 0, 5, you get 4. Right, children? You get these answers?
And I got 6.
How 6?
ma'am,
See,
I have a
minus
question
1.
on the first one.
Yes. Guha, ask us.
Ma'am, 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 5 is 5, right? I
Yeah,
wrote
5
0.
only.
Yeah, I
Oh,
wrote
mistakenly I wrote 0, but I meant 5 only. Yeah, this is 5, not 0. 5 only, okay? That's correct. I mistakenly wrote 0.
yeah, okay.
Okay, and Mustafa, why are you getting 6? It should be 4. It's 4, right? See, minus 1 plus 1 is 0, and then minus 1 plus 5 is 4, plus 4.
Okay, ma'am.
Got it? Okay, so now children, we haven't practiced much of the questions till now. I only practiced the important ones with you, so that in the next class, you are like according to the batch syllabus only. But children, make sure that you are practicing all the remaining questions on your own. Okay, and whenever you have any doubts, Mustafa and Duha, because you were not there in the previous classes of this lesson, right? Wherever you are having doubts, you make sure to ask those doubts, right? So practice all these questions. I'll be posting this question number 5 as your assignment. All the parts. You do all of these questions, submit it on the portal positively, and wherever you will have doubts, we'll have a discussion on it. Okay.
Okay.
Rest, this chapter is very easy only, do not worry. The next topic we will start is multiplying a polynomial with a polynomial. Yeah. We'll start with this exercise from the next class onwards. And Mustafa, you like this lesson, you make a PDF and send it from your textbook also. Okay, so that after completing NCRT, we'll be referring to your textbook as well. Right? Duha, in your school, they follow NCRT only, right? Or are
No,
they
ma'am,
following?
they follow the ma'am, they follow the CBSE one, ma'am.
It's not NCRT.
No, ma'am.
Okay, so Duha, you also make a PDF of your textbook from this lesson. Make a PDF for all the exercises and send it to the team. And same goes with
Okay.
Mustafa as well. Right?
Ma'am, who should I send it to? Who should I send the PDF to?
You can send it to the operations team.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, children, you can go for now. We'll continue it in the next class, right?
Okay,
Yeah. Bye.
bye, ma'am.